Let's go, family. Happy Wednesday. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Crazy Pig the God. Let's go. Hope you guys are having an amazing, blessed Wednesday. Sorry about my camera. I guess my laptop is full of storage and it's not letting me shoot the video. So we're just gonna go audio today until I'm able to free up some more space on my laptop. But sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's dive into this topic today. So today's topic is actually going to be delays and pit stops. Delays and pit stops, right? Right. So delays and pit stops, right? Sometimes we go through life, right? And we don't know why things are happening. We don't know, why bad things are happening, and we honestly have to trust the process when we don't know when good things are happening. I mean, when we don't know when the bad things are happening, right? Because when the good things are happening, everything is good. But when the bad things are happening, we take that as, something bad is really happening. But it's ultimately transportation. The delays, right, is for transportation, right? The little pit stops is just a pit stop towards the destiny, right? It's never the end goal, right? And sometimes we can get discouraged, right? We can get discouraged when we don't see what's going on, when we all we see is trouble, right? We can get overwhelmed where all we see is trouble, right? And we got to be grounded, and we got to know that God is just setting up transportation for us to get where we need to get to, right? Sometimes you go through trials and tribulations, but those trials and tribulations is to learn from, it's to grow from. How can I grow from this? How can I learn from this, right? It's never that God is just want to hurt you, or something bad to happen to you. But what can you learn from the outcome? What is He trying to teach you from the lesson, right? Because if we don't make the right proper correction, we will make the same mistake over and over again. So we got to find the lesson, right? Learn from the mistake, find the lesson, and move forward, right? We can't allow ourselves to get drained and overwhelmed when things are not going our way, right? Take for instance, I'm supposed to be moving, and I had to do a pit stop, right? I was supposed to be going to a certain destination, but I had to do a pit stop, and I'm trusting the process. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm grateful for what I got. But yeah, I'm in a pit stop right now. Am I freaking out? No, because I know this is just temporary. This is just transportation to where I'm going. But in the midst of this the pit stop, I'm gonna learn as much as I can in the pit stop. What can I learn from this? Right? Who can I impact? Right? Who's around me that I could impact? Because maybe God is just having me do a pit stop so I could preach the word, impact somebody, bring them up to a higher level, or if they just need help, right? We got to know why we're in the pit stop. How great can we be in the pit stop? How great can we be when the delays come, right? And to be able to still push forward in the delay, to still push forward in the pit stop, right? We got to be able to still push through when we don't see things going our way. We can't allow ourselves to get afraid, frightened by obstacles, right? Because they're all getting us ready to where we need to go, right? And we got to be able to learn the lessons and learn anything God wants us to learn in the process, right? We can't get caught up. We can't get caught up, right? We got to be growing. We got to be learning. We got to be transforming, right? And not letting our emotions dictate our actions when we're in a transportation movement, when we're in a pit stop, when we're in a delay, right? We got to understand this to another level, right? This is not the destiny. This is just the pit stop, right? Some of us get stuck in the pit stops. Some of us get stuck in the delays and not understanding what God is doing. God is just, it's just transportation, That's all it is. I used to get frustrated. I used to didn't have the clarity of mind of what's going on. I was the one being fearful and overlooking things and overthinking things and living in anxiety and worrying because I didn't know. But when I begin to understand, okay, the delays is just transportation, the pit stops is just transportation, right? Don't get mad. What can we learn? How can we grow? How can we evolve from this opportunity, from this situation, right? Who can I help? Who's around me? Why am I in this pit stop? Who can I save? Who can I preach the word to? Who can I elevate? Who can I impact to come up higher, right? And these are the questions I've been beginning to ask myself. What can I do, right? What can I do in these times of seasons where I don't know what's going on, but I can trust the hand of God, right? I can't always see what God is doing, but I could always trust His hand. I could always trust God's heart, right? And that's always a good foundation you could always go on when you don't see things going your way. Because remember, we're not always gonna see. God is the sovereign God. He's not gonna be like, yeah, such and such is gonna happen, and you're gonna do a delay and a pit stop, and He's not gonna say that. It's just gonna happen, and you just gotta trust it. This is what faith is all about, right? He shakes us up so we can have the faith, so we can grow, right? It will be a shame to be 80, 90 years old and be the same person you were when you was 15, 20 years old, right? It'll be a shame to be 89 years old and never find who you are, and never find your gift, never find what God put in your heart. It'll be a shame, right? So that's why we got to do it now. We want to put the work in now so we don't have to live in regret later. We have to put the work in now so we don't live in regret later. What are you doing now so you can have a better life later? What are you sacrificing now so you can have a better life later? What adjustments you gonna make now so you can have a better life later? What things are you willing to let go of so you can have a better life later? Right? These are the questions we have to start asking ourselves so we could grow, so we could transform. We don't want to get to the end of life and live in regret. We don't want to do that. And is either time will expose you or time will promote you. It's your choice. But the good thing is that you have a choice. It's not just one option. You have a choice. You have a choice to elevate, to transform. It's the question is, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to put in the hard blood, sweat, and tears into your dreams and goals that God put in your heart? Are you willing to dive deep and to see what God put in your heart? Are you open to what God has put in your heart? Are you seeking him? Are you searching his heart? Are you depending on him? Or are you just fighting in your own will? Are you surrendering to God? Are you doing things on his timetable and not your own timetable? Are you forgiving? Are you letting go? Or is your spirit contaminated from negativity and problems? We have to begin to start letting these things go and start eliminating people that's not adding value into your life. People that are weighing you down. People that are keeping burdens on you, having that heavy weight of burden on you. You have to start letting go of those people that have baggages, right? Not everybody could come where you're going. Not everybody could go where God is taking you. You have to drop those people that have those baggages that's causing contamination, that's causing turmoil, trouble, that's causing misery, that's living in depression. We have to start eliminating those people that are making bad choices in their lives, right? If we could help them to come up higher, cool. If not, we gotta let them go. They're not willing to change. They're contaminating you. You have to let them go, because if you don't, they will contaminate you. And then you will be the one ignorant, frustrated, and not at peace, frustrated, anxiety, fearful, right? We have to kill the negative energy. We have to let it go, right? Because if you don't, it will kill you. If you don't kill it, it will kill you. This is the outcome. That's what's going to happen. If you don't kill it, it will kill you. How bad do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to let it go, or do you not love yourself enough to let that kill you? Do you not love yourself enough to let that kill you, or do you love yourself enough to let it go? How strong are you? How strong is your spirit? Do you have the willpower to do this? How bad do you want? Do you value yourself? Where is your Do you value yourself? Do you value your self respect? Do you value your self worth? Do you have self worth? Do you have boundaries? Where is your boundaries? Right? These are the questions you have to ask yourselves. I had to ask myself these because I remember when I didn't have boundaries. I remember when I didn't love myself fully. I remember when other people liked me more than I like myself. I remember these times. And I had to switch it. I had to make the adjustments. I had to set the boundaries. I had to set the value for myself, because if I don't set the value, if I don't set the boundaries, then end up getting hurt and lose everything. It's just like a business. You gotta protect your business. Your internal world is kind of like a business, so to speak. You have to protect that internal world. You have to protect your boundaries. You have to protect your worth ethic. You have to protect your confidence. You have to protect your peace. You have to protect your joy. You have to protect your love. We have to protect all of these things that God has given us. We gotta protect it. If we're not protecting it, then we're just letting people defeat us and bring us down. We can't not allow that. You're the son of God. You're the daughter of God. He didn't make you to live in misery and discomfort and conflict and drama and trouble every single day of your life. He didn't make you to be miserable every single day of your life. Yes, we're gonna have struggles and setbacks and delays, but it's to learn from and keep pushing. It's not to stay there and dwell and live every single day in misery and unhappiness. No, 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 no. Right? We gotta understand the delays and the pit stops. Right? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Right? If you guys don't understand delays and pit stops, you will never make it to the destination. You will never make it to the end of your journey, into where God needs you to be, right? Because every single time a delay, a pit stop happens, you start complaining, why this, why that. But the moment you murmur, complain, you're already lost. You do not want to murmur or complain. You want to understand, what can I learn from this? Remember, from here on out, it's not about the problem. It's about the solution to the problem to move forward, right? We cannot focus on the problem, right? We can only focus on the solution to the problem. That's how we move forward. Not by focusing on the problem. By focusing on the problem, you let your emotions get attached and bring you down. And we cannot allow our emotions. We got to protect our emotions, and we cannot focus on the problem. Only solutions to move forward through the problem. This is how you problem solve, to break through, to get to the other side, right? So with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed and amazing day. Just want to take a few minutes to pray over you guys. God, I ask you to give them the enlightenment, give them the perspective, so they can see the blessings in the delay, the blessings in the pit stops, so they can transform their minds into the person that you need them to be, and also to help them to be aligned with what you want to do in their lives and not what they want to do in their lives. God, I ask that you bring them up, strengthen their spirits into the person that you need them to be, and to develop their characters into the person that you need them to be, and no one else's perspective, only your perspective, only the person that you created them to be, and not what the world created them to be. In Jesus' name, remember, God created you, Nobody else did. Do not let nobody else control you because God created you. Let's grow. Let's become 1% better. Let's get it.